Hello World, I'm ComputerHeat. This is another episode of Hello World series. We are continuing the live casts of the Operation Charlie Fox tournament, and I'm joined by KilrathiSoldier. KilrathiSoldier, how do you feel about having two new players?
I feel good about it. Might be a good change and no unnecessary ACs and
You just had to get that dig in at some point.
Of course.
Alright, so we've got Theodosios versus Fortune. We're here on Samoski winner, and we're both paused at 5 seconds, so we'll unpause in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh boy, we've got a lot of games under our belt so far today. I mean, we haven't even been
Yeah.
all doing them one after the other. It's going to be
Sorting out is gonna be a nightmare.
as long as they all got properly recorded onto my hard drive, everything will be fine. I'm not trusting that stuff to Twitch anymore. But we saw some pretty awesome. I feel like every game we've seen so far has been like super unusual and non-meta, and I'm hoping this one will be as well, or at least just be really good. These are good players. Fortune's a very strong player with OKW.
We
Theodosius
casted
is a
the
good player as well.
Theodosios games, right?
Yeah,
Before.
we've had games
Yeah.
from both of these players in this channel.
Okay, I just couldn't. I forgot about Fortune. Don't remember, but I remember Theodosios.
Yeah, I think we had Theodosius at possibly a 1v1, definitely a 2v2 with him and Thanatos. And Fortune, I think we've watched games with him as in 1v1s and 2v2s, but always as OKW as far as I can remember. So I have no idea what round. Well, we know what round of the tournament it is because they're playing on Samosi, but we don't know if this is the game 1 or game 2 or game 3. The brackets are. The referees are being just pushed to the limit in this match or today because there's so many games being played, and so I don't blame them for only being able to update series as they're completed. So
Of
one
course.
thing, this map was in consideration to not be played because
Oh, really?
in the past there was so much heavy snow that it was really a lot of the houses were death traps, but because of the changes to the map and the removal of a lot of the heavy snow, the map committee decided that this one was a-okay for inclusion. I'm glad because I mean, I really like Samoski Winter. I think it's a great twist on Samoski, which is classic tournament map, but a bit too checkpointy. This one's got a lot more fluid motion to it, and with the removal of a lot of the heavy snow, it's just even better.
Especially now that you have ice, there's a risk, but it can reward you a lot because, like you said, the whole checkpoint, you can get bottled up, but now you have got some maneuverability on the ice.
Yeah, one thing to note, if the positions are reversed and you've got OKW on the other side of the river, you gotta be careful driving across that ice because those base emplacements will sink your tanks. Shouldn't be an issue this time. We got some fighting going on between. Ooh, wow, these combat engineers are actually doing really well against these Volksgrenadiers. The conscripts, however, are forced to retreat. All the Soviets are forced to retreat over there.
They probably had some good dices.
Yep.
Oh, we got an engagement. Okay, so conscript, they just... Oh, we're getting away from the Stone Pioneers. No point in that.
Yeah, so every fight so far is going the way of, going Fortune's way, although I think he may lose his cutoff. Yep, these conscripts are going to get out. They've bested the Volksgrenadiers, and they're going to prevent the fuel income from going to Fortune. Fortune's been a bit slow in that. He hasn't managed to raise his own fuel. He's not going to be able to take advantage of the fuel that he's about to capture now, but he is at least going to deny it to Theodosius. And we have battle group headquarters being set up in the base for Fortune. And yeah, every time we've seen OKW so far in this tournament, the players have been putting those battle group headquarters just like right next to their main headquarters truck, like totally foregoing the option of forward reinforcement. Which these maps in 1v1 are generally small enough that I don't think you're losing too much.
On this map, I can understand it, especially on this map. I mean, if you were maybe like a 2v2 game, yeah, you could be a little bit more aggressive, but I mean, sure, you can be aggressive as well in a 1v1, but on this map, I just feel it's better to just have it closer to home.
We often see it set up by the shed behind the fences over down to the right and below the top player's cutoff point, which can be quite good. It's pretty protected back there, and you're usually fairly safe from getting attacked by... We've got one of the incendiary grenades going in the house, but obviously Fortune's elected not to do that. Theodosios, about his teching situation, nothing yet. He's upgrading AT grenades right now. Alright.
That must have been a misclick.
I don't... we can't blame everything on misclicks. I think it's just a mistake.
No.
He's spending, his 25 fuel is delaying his other tech, and he's fighting with a very small army right now. He's not going to be facing vehicles for a while. It looks like he's going to be able to win the center of the map. Yeah. Flamers and the conscripts pushing up nicely. If he gets these flamers firing on this house by the cutoff, that's not... I mean, it's just going to like instantly burn down. Or instantly get to the point where squads have to get out of it. There goes an incendiary grenade.
Burn themselves.
Yep, house is now on fire, and that's going to burn to the ground.
Okay, so Fortune, he went with Scavenger.
Interesting. And this is a pretty good map for it. Jaeger light infantry can be... there's a lot of buildings to pop them out of, and... well, see what he does with it. I think it, apart from the Jaeger light infantry, you get a couple of nice abilities that... Austrian is an interesting unit, but I think it'd be quite good if you don't want to go tier 4. What do we have from Theodosios? Guard motor coordination tactics, shock rifle, frontline tactics, guard rifle combined arms. So nothing really that... these are like the 3 commanders that you get when you just like buy the game. So he's going like full on premium or non-premium mode.
But they're solid commanders.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm of the opinion that like all of the basic Soviet commanders are the best Soviet commanders. And we have a first squad of Jaeger light infantry in the church. Some people probably say that mechanized support tactics is the best. Or, yeah, the Guards ISU commander is the best, but I hate using the ISU, so I don't like that one.
Too much work, or...
I just don't think it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, I remember they got a few nerfs some time ago, but I remember I always feared them.
Oh yeah, I mean, they're still strong, but god, I don't think they're fun to use. Very fast tier 3 coming up from Theodosios. They'll be done by about 8 minutes, and we're going to need to see some form of anti-tank from Fortune. He's actually very low in munitions. He can't afford to put down.
He's going for a Schwerpanzer, I think.
Very nice. Yep, what a... It's not a bad place for it. The angles are a little more restricted than it probably seems from how we're looking now. But he'll definitely be able to maintain control of his cutoff with that Schwerpanzer headquarters. And it looks like he can actually reach all the way to this house that Theodosius' conscripts are sitting in. I would say incendiary grenades, but those are the...
Lots of grenades there.
Yup. Infiltration tactics grenades. Theodosius coming back on, and it's amazing how much, his army basically hasn't changed in like the last 4 or 5 minutes. He's just got the 4 conscripts plus the pioneer. Now he's getting himself a mortar, and I'm not actually sure if he saw the Schwerpanzer headquarters going up. I'm going to think that he didn't see quite that far.
Better get those works out of it. I like this cat and mouse back and forward.
Everybody just trading back and forth between the house. Another squad coming up, so this fight is just going to continue on, continue on even more. But Fortune is doing a good job of spreading out. He's disconnecting the munitions point that Theodosios is about to raise on the left side of the map, and is just getting a good stronghold. He's about to take both fuels into his possession, and he'll be able to get, if he wants to get a fast Lukes, he can do that. And Theodosius' army is looking less and less impressive by the second. I think he's going for a fast T-70. The thing is, it's not going to be that fast because his fuel control has not been particularly good. He just hasn't had a whole lot of map at any point. And his control of the fuel has been quite bad. Just hasn't been able to consistently hold on to one. So, I mean, you can get out, on this map, you can get a T-70 out by, in like, less than 8 minutes. I think that's right. But it's going to be, Fortune has got plenty of time to build up a response to it, although he's not really doing that.
Could he be waiting for P4?
135 fuel, I mean, he's going to need some kind of stopgap to deal with this T-70, at least. Raketenwerfer. He's been throwing so many grenades that he can't get a Panzerschreck, but honestly, a Panzerschreck by itself is pretty useless against a T-70. The T-70 is about to hit, and ooh, nasty hit from the IS. Ooh, infantry support gun. It does so much suppression, instantly pinning that squad, but they come out of it pretty quickly. I am glad that there is another blob control item for the OKW. T-70 is out and ready to wreak havoc. I don't see any mines anywhere. Have you noticed any planted? It's going up at the top to work on these Jaeger light infantry. They've got a long retreat path. I'm not sure they're going to make it back to base. Already down one man, lost most of their health to the first shot. That is going to be difficult. A new squad of Jaeger light infantry is in the base getting healed up. And Theodosius is going to chase these to his heart's content. I think the P4 may be the thing that we're going to see rushed out. He could get an Austin. Well, no, he's quite a few CPs away from Austin. I think it'd be a mistake anyway. The P4 would just be a more well-rounded choice.
I think the reason why I thought of he might go for a P4 is simply because he had both fuel points, but now he doesn't. Yeah. So there's a change in that now. So I mean, in any case, getting get that out and get it into a building.
Oh no, he's trying to put down a mine, but he gets caught out by the T-70. He has to cancel the mine. The T-70 is going to be able to pursue if he likes. Fortune doesn't have enough munitions to be able to do anything. Vulture jump up in the church. They're going to last a little bit longer, and Fortune is doing a good job not overextending, although he could really go wherever he wants at the moment. And taking the map back, got 2 fuels under his control, and Fortune 100 in the bank, but quite a low income. This T-70 still a lot of work to do. He's keeping it active, probably got a hot key.
Nice. I was kind of hoping he would go for that guard mortar coordination tactics because he's gotten the heavy mortar out now.
Ah, is he using that to barrage the Sheriff Panzer headquarters? I'm not sure. Probably. He is getting
because I was thinking when he got the first mortar out, I was considering maybe he should consider getting 2 mortars out and just having that continuous barrage out, and then I'm actually glad that he went with the heavy mortars.
Yeah, if he can finish off the Sheriff Panzer headquarters, it's basically gonna really hurt Fortune badly. He's probably gonna be forced to go for a Jagdpanzer 4.
I think he's waiting for the P4 because he's at 112 fuel now.
I think you're probably right, but if these mortars can get their aim tightened up a little bit, and if he can get his Zis gun in position to put in some shots on this Schwerer Panzer headquarters and take that thing down before Fortune can save up enough fuel, because his resource income is quite low, I think there is the possibility that he could destroy it. It looks like he's not really moving aggressively to do that, though the Zis gun is coming up across on the other side of the river. I'd really like to see him moving over towards there, and maybe even use the T-70 to spot demo charge on the house over by the fuel as well.
Oh yes, I see that.
Taking the victory points, but Fortune is getting fuel under his control and probably desperately hoping that these mortars continue to miss.
I think this whole play of waiting out for the P4 is hurting him so much. It's a huge risk. It could have worked if he still had at least one fuel point, but when I said it at first, he lost both of them, and now he just got one back. So it's gonna be a close one.
10 fuel away, and honestly, not that far. Being able to afford it.
Yeah.
I don't think that Theodosios is doing the damage fast enough. He needs to get that Zis gun up there firing on it. That would certainly seal the deal. Now the Stern Pioneers are trying to fix it back up. I don't think that Theodosios is going to be able to kill it in time. Tier 4 is going up in Theodosius' base. He also needs to get a good solid hold on the fuel, or he is not going to be able to take advantage of this Tier 4. But he's got lots of...
The Stern Pioneers almost died there.
Theodosius does have lots of... Oh, wow. Ostwin called in.
What?
Really?
Okay.
Okay. I don't get it.
I'm sure that wasn't a misclick.
That was not a misclick. Why an Ostwin? That's a huge fuel investment. I mean, he could have started to build a Panzer IV, for example, and then... Yeah, he...
I mean, the Oswin is okay against T-70. I think it's just in a... just to clear all of these infantry out of the way.
It's awesome against the T-70. It totally will be the T-70 any day of the week. But, you know, that's not the only thing that Theodosius has. Yeah, it's going to take some pretty miraculous micro to keep that thing alive. Ooh. Heavy mortars getting hit by the IEG barrage.
Whoa!
And there is still the opportunity for Theodosius to destroy the Schwerer Panzer headquarters before it's actually had the opportunity to contribute anything. It'll just be a huge waste of munitions.
Yeah.
This gun not really doing anything to work on this. To work on this Panzer IV. There goes. Austin being forced back. I'd like to see the recon mode used on the T-70 to give a little bit of extra vision for the Zis gun, but it looks like the Austin is just forced back, and Fortune's very much on the back foot. But what happened to the mortars are pulled back to base? They haven't finished their job. They need to take down that Tier 4. If he does that, I feel like these players...
Has Theodosius placed a lot of mines around?
He's put a couple of them down.
Okay. Okay, so because I was wondering about those Stern Pioneers, so they just upgraded to his minesweepers, and which will speed up their repair as well on the Schwerpanzer. So you better get them back and repair it.
Oh yeah, it's totally worth it for that, even if nothing else. 23485 is in production, and Theodosius, I'd say now he's the one to... He'll definitely be the one in a stronger position once that's out. I don't really like how passive he's playing. I feel like he's giving Fortune an opportunity to amass an army that's going to be able to do a lot of damage to him, and he hasn't... By the same token, I still don't like the move that that Fortune did by getting the Ostwin.
Oh, he just lost a rocket weapon.
Yeah, if that gets picked up by Theodosius, good night. He's gonna have tons of anti-tank.
He's gonna lose that Schwerpanzer.
Yep, getting barraged once again. It's quite low. Started to buy a Luke's, but at this point, I think he's probably gonna lose the Schwerpanzer headquarters before he can actually get anything out of it. Ooh, there is another IG and another Raketenwerfer in production, but you know what? All Theodosius needs to do at this point is probably just get himself a Katyusha, and he is gonna have Fortune by the ass.
A field day.
Yeah.
He's being a little too aggressive with that Oswin there.
I think we may see a damaged engine on it. Looks like it is doing a good job of kiting these conscripts. The T-3485 takes a couple of Shrek hits to the face. It's starting to back away. He needs to pull it back even further. T-70, the spotter, is dropped back down inside the cupola, and he could actually use his flamethrower to shoot through the church here, I believe. Maxim could be a nice addition as well, but oh my god, those
No,
guys.
that's not worth it. Get him out of there.
And they're going to get away because he's not being aggressive enough. They're just like squat moving all the way back to base. Well, he actually is moving his legs.
Exchange of fire between the mortars and the IG.
Yep. Oh, he might sink it if that thing doesn't keep pulling back. Fortune pushed back. I think we'll be seeing a Jagdpanzer IV once he gets enough fuel for that. And Theodosios needs to move up and take the central VP. This passive play could end up hurting him quite badly in the long run. He doesn't want the game to drag out. I think he's trying to get these Jaegers to move into the house down to the south. They could go down to the demo charge. He shouldn't pull the trigger now. Off they go. And I think he's not being adventuresome enough. He needs to move across the road, start going, pressuring the cutoff again.
He destroyed the wreckage. Nice going there.
Yes, I'm not sure he knows that he's destroyed that building yet, just because he hasn't had eyes on it in a long time. I mean, when was the last time he saw anywhere close to the cutoff?
Good question.
Now, in the last games that we watched, we saw a lot of really good usage of the recon overflight ability by, oh god, I'm going to remember his entire name. David. I'll just call him David. By David. And that's something that Theodosios doesn't have in this commander. Now, he could use, and I think he should use, the vet ability on the mortar, which used to be precision strike.
Heavy mortars.
What?
2 heavy mortars. I mean, I love those things. And they're just doing so much damage now.
Oh, bad move there with the T-70. He didn't need to lose that. If you take a hit on the T-70, the T-70 can take two shots from AT guns. But if you take the first hit and then immediately pop field repairs, you'll still have your engine, and you can back away, and you'll be able to survive the second shot and get back to safety. So that was a bit of a misplay right there. Theodosios didn't need to lose that. And T-70 is such a valuable unit. He could have really held on to that for the whole game and gotten use out of it. IG is cleared out, possibly able to be destroyed. The T-3485 should... he's just letting this thing get away. He has marked vehicle available, tons of munitions stored up, not making the best use of his commander, I gotta say. Looks like he'll be able to steal... oh, there's a Rakettenwerfer, not the IG. Should be able to steal that.
I think he's a little bit unsure of what to build now. If he should build Schwerpanzer again, or he should be building the mechanized regiment headquarters.
Yeah, or just sticking. I mean, Fortune could even continue sticking in Tier 1 and get himself the JP4. I think that'd not be a bad choice. So, the conscripts were sitting directly in front of the Rakettenwerfer for like a minute, and then a mortar shell landed on top of it and blew it to pieces. So much for getting to claim that. Theodosios is making another T-3485.
A nail in the coffin.
Jagdpanzer IV building by Fortune, and he still has... so he's got rockets, he's got Panzer Shreks on his Volksgrenadiers, he's still got a Rakettenwerfer, and plus the Jagdpanzer IV. I think he's going to be in a decent position to fight against these... the T-3485s, particularly if he puts down a couple of mines so that he will have his flanks defended.
I had totally forgotten about his battle headquarters packet base. That's why I was kind of like the whole thing with He's probably confused with what building to build.
Yeah, putting it all the way back there, I mean, at least it's going to be safe from these mortars for a while. Theodosios putting down demo charges on various parts of the map. I don't think any of them have been triggered yet. Nice being sneaky and putting them on the buildings. Oh, wow, these IGs are just messing him up.
Oh!
But not as badly as he's
That was
messing up his
bad.
opponent.
That was really bad.
Troublesome Volksgrenadiers sent on back to base. The Jagdpanzer has made it across the river. Let's see what he does. Vet 3 conscripts. Oh, take a huge hit from the IG. They're going to be forced to retreat away from the fuel point that they were capturing.
Good thing he's been conservative with Oswin.
Yes.
Unless he loses it now.
He needs to pull it back. Oh, God.
No, don't lose it now.
Once again, a huge missed opportunity from Theodosios not using marked vehicle. It's one of the best things about this commander. I mean, T-3485s, they're nice. The thing that makes them so powerful... Oh, God. Do it. Do it. Use marked vehicle. For God's sake, use marked vehicle. Oh, boy.
That
Abandoned.
is so bad.
He needs to finish that off.
That is so huge there.
What a horrible loss. Oh, man.
I was wondering why he was... I know, I mean, he was trying to... I mean, he sent it a little bit of the south, but... The T-34s were so close to the mill that... Yeah. Oh, well.
I mean, he did manage to get out with his with his Ostwind once again, which, by the way, has not been doing particularly great. It's done a fair bit of damage, so it's gotten Vet 1. It's got 9 kills, and Theodosios has got plenty of resources. Fortune's hurting a bit more. Theodosios can almost afford a third of T-3485, and at this point, he might as well even start pushing up towards the base. He could go up, he could destroy some of the base emplacements on the bottom part, but that's just me dreaming. He needs to hold the line. He's getting pushed back in the center. Once again, no machine gun. Machine gun would be great right here. If he still had his T-70, it'd also be making short work of these Volksgrenadiers, and I still think a KOH2 would be a good choice. What do you think Fortune needs at this point? He's... Oh, damn.
He had a Jagdpanzer, I mean, that's what he needed, and then it just went kaboom.
Yeah.
I mean, it's difficult to say what he needs. I mean, when he doesn't have the resources. I mean, he's got a rocket weapon, now he needs to retreat it because he was just getting circle strafed by T-34.
The infantry support gun's been doing a lot of work. This T-34 could possibly sink the infantry support gun if it gets a good hit. The infantry support gun's just going to try to back away. Wow, 19 kills on that. This thing has been a monster. New T-3485 in production.
Wow. It's backed up in the corner. Wow, that was a nice hit on the T-34 there.
Oh, I missed it. I see that it lost a lot of health.
Right on top of it. He missed it, but it was right on top of, right behind the turret and the engine compartment.
Fortune is about to be triple capped. Theodosios showing that you don't need to play aggressively, but I still wish that he would. You know, there's a lot more that he could be doing with his army. Stealing this Rakettenwerfer, for instance, or destroying it. He doesn't want his opponent to be able to recover it or salvage it. But he's scouting around, and you know, once again, in terms of things that he could be doing, he hasn't used marked vehicle. He hasn't used the flares on his mortar, and those would have been really useful at other points in the match. Just because there were times when he just didn't know what Fortune was up to. He didn't know what Fortune's capabilities were. and the flare is a great ability to get that.
Okay, so he's trying to do a triple cap. Fortune is trying to do a triple cap on Theodosios. And he's putting down an what are they called now? Those mines?
The shoe mines?
Shoe mines, yeah, shoe mines.
Ooh. I think something just sank into the water. Was that a... That wasn't one of the infantry support guns, it was a Rakettenwerfer. Oh man, to general retreat. From Fortune as Theodosius is T-34-85's back towards his base. Needs to keep that thing off.
Please don't get a Noswin. Please don't do it.
Whoa! Some big holes in the ice there. New combat engineer is out. Theodosius is...
Whoa! Look at the top, and I mean like on the left VP. There was a demolition charge there, and they just walked on it. But Theodosius wasn't keeping an eye, so... I mean, the only thing that's keeping Fortune in the game right now is probably Theodosius being passive.
Yeah, I'm kind of just reluctant to go put the boot in. He's playing with such a...
But I can understand that to a certain degree, because what now if he suddenly just got caught in some unfortunate events? I mean, we've seen it before.
Oh yeah.
Some comebacks, so...
Oh yeah, we definitely saw some...
Yeah.
Crazy occurrences, just even in the games that we've watched today. So I can understand players wanting to play conservatively, and especially at this point, I don't know if...
Oh, demolition! Oh!
Ouch.
Yeah.
Some bleed that Fortune can't really afford. So Theodosius, because he's got all these big tanks, he's actually about at pop cap. All he can afford to do now is reinforce a couple of squads. He can't diversify his army anymore, which is going to put him at risk if Fortune brings out something that he doesn't have an answer to. Now, I'm not sure what that would be at this point, but he's getting himself another Jagdpanzer.
Good.
Fortune's...
I'll use it conservatively.
Yeah. Mines too. Jesus, put down a couple more mines. There are mines out. There's a mine to the right of the house, below the Ostwind, and any others around? Maybe that's the only one. Anyway, if he can get some damaged engines on these T-34-85s, he's going to be in a good position to finish them off with his Jagdpanzer IV. Super passive play from Theodosius. Just kind of waiting for his opponent to make a mistake, and to be honest, Fortune has kind of obliged him a few times.
He just destroyed his own mine there.
That sucks. Man, yeah, I gotta say though, you know, we've just been casting these games, and I'm tired. These players have been playing some intense matches, so you know we get slip-ups can be, I'll say they're understandable, but excusable? I don't know about that.
Now use it in conjunction with the Rakettenwerfer. Don't have it go solo.
Yes. I mean the thing about players getting tired after long matches and whatnot, that's one of the things that you really see. You see the difference between good tournament players and good like ladder players is the ability to play at a high level consistently from game to game against really good opponents. Ooh. Now like in the last game that we watched, for example, I think that was something that we saw happen was David was in such a really strong position playing against Vindicare, but then he made what we can only assume was a mistake by building that that scout car when he really should have built almost anything else. And after such great play, he's probably just tired.
Oh yeah, definitely. Fortunately, he should really get the mechanized regiment headquarters now. I mean, he can really use the repair teams, and those help the Stun Pioneers. There's only one of them.
Yeah, he needs those sweepers. Theodosios has been putting down a lot of demo charges. There are mines around. I think one of the mines just got detonated actually by an IG barrage. But yeah, those Stern Pioneers need to be doing something other than sitting back in the base repairing. And yeah, I think you're right. That would be an excellent purchase on his part. Particularly now as he's getting close to pop cap.
Yeah. Might as well.
One thing to note, Fortune's army is, he has 4 Raketen, wait, 3 Raketen Werfers and 2 infantry
I
support
don't blame
guns.
him.
So, like, he is, doesn't have a whole lot of dudes running around. As in terms of his ability to cap the map and parity is limited. He just got himself a section of Jaeger light infantry. See what they can do.
Those IGs has been helping him a lot. I mean, they've been doing all the covering fire for the Vokes, who has just been like capping in the middle.
37 kills between the two of them. I think Theodosios missed his opportunity.
Not bad.
When he replaced the destroyed T-3445 with the new T-3445, I really think he should have gotten himself a Katyusha. It would be very difficult for Fortune to rush in and kill it, and he could just easily work on these team weapons from Fortune. Conscripts are having a hard time with these IGs. It's getting suppressed, taking damage. Oh no, the barrage from the Zis gun is firing into the wreckage of the T-3045 and accomplishing absolutely nothing. There are 4 shots of the barrage fired directly into the back. He needs the final shot to do something, but nope.
Yeah, I tried that with a rifle grenade. I wanted to shoot some men on the other side and fire a rifle grenade, hit the roof of and wounded my own men.
Oh boy, conscripts getting burnt up in the center, and now we're at the point where Fortune's Volksgrenadiers are basically unkillable by conscripts alone.
And they heal up by themselves when they're standing still.
Making them excellent for pushing forward. Oh
yeah.
God, push! He doesn't know where the Jagdpanzer is. It's sitting in concealed movement now that it's got Vet 1. Ostwind's just getting away with murder. Theodosius' army is getting slowly whittled down. Tanks are not in particularly good shape. Do I hear him using vehicle crew self-repair? You better not. No, he's doing it. No, why? Oh, such a bad ability. He's got 3 squads of combat engineers. You don't need to do that.
Well, I mean, if it will save him time, I don't see why not in the end.
Well, the reason why not is he should be spending his munitions on other things, like marked
yeah,
vehicle.
but he's got...
Yeah, true. He's got 300.
Like 304. Yeah, so... I mean, it's not a commander that has a lot of off-map ability in that sense.
No, but flares, tripwire flares, Zis barrages,
sure.
Zis barrages especially. Here comes another one.
Which is he's using now, and he just got 3 kills.
Yeah, the Zis barrage is probably one of the few things that he's got that'll work against the Volksgrenadiers. And oh, I had to turn my attention momentarily away from the game. Did I miss anything? Doesn't
well,
look like
he
it.
almost like no, not the. It's just the usual carnage. But what Fortune is doing is that he's capping around. He's capping encirclement. No, don't lose the Osman.
You know, losing the Osman right now is not going to be so bad because he's quite nearly at pop cap, and he needs to get something else.
No, he got a new Osman. That's why. What's the point?
Why?
He had a vetted level 2 Osman, and he...
So bad. Ugh. You know what he needs? I don't get it. What am I doing? Where am I?
What's it all about? Now he needs to vet it up again. I mean, it's...
Yep. Now facing off against a couple of
and
double
he's doing it the same... He's going after that Ziscon there. I mean, okay, that worked out, but... Because the T-34s weren't around, but they could easily have been around.
Yeah, but was it worth nearly all of his resources to do that? That's the question.
No,
if he hadn't done that, you know, he would have enough... He doesn't have enough pop cap, really, to do anything. He almost needs to start purposely decrewing weapons so that he can maybe get himself another Jagdpanzer.
Hey, he just destroyed that Ziscon there with the Raketwerfen.
Alright.
And he might lose the Raketwerfen now.
Yeah, I think he kind of needs to. Although he doesn't have the fuel to get another Jagdpanzer. Another Jagdpanzer would have been good. It almost would have been worth it to just start purposely decrewing his... you know, if he'd managed to save up enough resources, I think he probably could have purposely killed a couple of his Raketwerfers in the base with like an incendiary grenade, and then gotten himself
a... something?
What's that?
Triple cap on Theodosios.
Wow.
Yep.
Not for long though. Looks like Theodosios is going to be able to get that back. Theodosios.
Yeah, but he
almost
might lose his T-34s now. He's gonna lose one at least. I'm sure of that.
Yeah, especially if he backs it directly into the Jagdpanzer.
The other. Oh, okay, but that's Raketwerfen in wait.
Oh, for God's sake, use mark target. It's why you picked this commander.
Taking a big risk. Wow.
Oh, whoa. Wasting no time, Theodosios queues up another one. And 23045 number 4, I believe, is in production.
Yeah. Okay, so he's moving, Fortune is moving his supply hub track now. What?
He changed it! He's getting a Katyusha!
Ah.
Excellent. I'm very pleased.
Underwater, especially.
Now he just needs to get his remaining ones fixed up, and I think... I don't know, what else should he get? Maybe a Maxim? Quad would not be too bad of a choice. Just for the, just to suppress and be able to destroy harassing squads. Even another T-70, that thing is just nasty against infantry. Even vetted infantry. Another demo charge laid down and a mine going down on the way up to the VP. Or he could even do the super sneaky mine plus demo charge. Fortune looks like he's just completely locked in what he wants to do. He's getting himself yet another Raketwerfer. Granted, he doesn't really have the fuel to diversify his army very much, and with only tier 1 available to him, I guess he has tier 2 also, but I don't know that like a maybe like an IR half track. I don't think he can really afford that in terms of pop cap, as much fun as it would be to watch. Katyusha is out, and I expect this thing to cause some serious havoc. Oh, you can see the Operation Charlie Fox logo on the door of the Katyusha.
Oh, nice.
I haven't noticed it on anything else yet. Demo charge goes off, destroying the house to the north of the central victory point. And a new Ziscon is in production. I think Theodosios is about to have absolutely everything that he needs to deal with his opponent.
So he's going after the IGs in the water.
Bet 4 IGs.
But it's not gonna get it.
Nope. 37 kills on that thing. What a monster.
With 4.
30. Yeah.
I absolutely love this carnage. I mean, you just continually seeing those heavy mortars, just small mini nukes. Those.
Yeah, oh my god, Samosky is just a total wreck at this point. Theodosios is about to raise the bottom VP. I'm gonna get bullied around by the Ostwind. That is the one thing that it's quite good for at this point in the map, is providing a bit of harassment. I'm still just utterly baffled by the purchase of that Ostwind.
No, I mean, in the end, I think it's. I don't mind him having that Ostwind because, like you said, harassment. It's good anti-infantry. But the thing was that he wasted the first one, and it had with 2.
Yeah.
It's just okay with 1 now, but that took him a while. Oh, ninja attack on the T-34 there.
Nice move. Theodosios is a little slow to get it back away, so he's going to take another hit. Jagdpanzer's doing work.
Yeah, level 2.
Theodosios hides them back away. Concealed movement is a pretty nice, if a bit ludicrous, of an ability. This gun moving up to try to take some shots on the Ostwind, and I hear Katyusha firing. Probably going to land right in the center of the map. The Rakettenberg back there, alright.
Maybe.
Oh man, all these tanks are taking a lot of damage.
He's gonna lose that Jagdpanda now.
Theodosios says, oh, finally, he's using...
What is Fortune doing? He didn't direct the... Yeah.
Finally, we have the use of marked target, marked vehicle. Theodosios
and... Oh, nice. Got it.
Yay, I caught the plane crash. Eager Light Infantry spawned and killed. And Theodosios has quite a commanding lead right now. Fortune's army is falling apart.
Yeah, that Jagdpanzer was kind of like one of his phases.
Yep.
Oh, his main.
Theodosios clearly doesn't know how weak he's gotten his opponent. If he pushed now with his T-34s, there's really not much Fortune could do about it. He's only got 1 Rakettenwerfer and this 2-man squad of Volksgrenadiers, the Panzerschreck. Looks like he's going to probe around a little bit. Thinks better of it and pulls back. He does have Fortune on the ropes, as we said, and down to 80 VPs. 40 kills in this IG. It just shoots so far. It's actually shooting beyond its max range.
The heavy mortar is gonna go down.
No, you want to live.
What the? I should have been drowning, man.
I don't know if those things can sink.
I should have drowned.
Yeah. You see, the wheels are in the water. Come on, when the wheels of anything else gets in the water, then they die. Fortune's been very good about dodging these Katyusha shots. Gotta give him a lot of credit for that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Between the two of them, the IGs have 77 kills. Wait, or 73 kills. Ostwind is in a lot of trouble. These conscripts actually have Molotovs, so that would be nice to see them use those on these support weapons when they get close. Could this be the end of the Ostwind?
Could be, yeah.
Down it goes. Double flamethrowers quickly finish off infantry support gun, and they're gonna go move over and do some work on the other units. That's a lot of fire.
Oh
Incendiary
yeah.
grenade plus double
That looks
flamers.
crazy.
Double flamers cures Vokes. Fortune's lost almost everything at this point, but he still has enough resources to call in Austrian number 3.
I forgot. Was this round 1 or
This-
2 or 3?
This is round 4, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And it's hard to see how Theodosios could lose at this point. He just needs to hold on to the victory points for a moment longer, and I don't even know that Fortune can win at this point, can not lose at this point. Yeah, I think the clock is running out. They're probably chatting to each other. I'm sure it's all completely civil. 9 victory points left. Ostwind explodes. The gunner in the top does a nice double jump out of the cupola. These conscripts, please. I just want these conscripts to stand in the middle. Just get in the middle. No, this game can still potentially keep going. I just want this game to end.
What, 2 minutes?
Yeah, something like that. Katusha's finally earning his pay. Doing a lot of damage to the squads in the middle. 9 kills now. Fortune's actually about to get the VP advantage. Nope. He's down to 1 squad of Jaeger Light Infantry, a Vet 5 47 kill infantry support gun. Vet 5 Volks Grenadiers.
Not bad at all.
Nope. Oof. And it's just crumbling. 5 VPs left. But the clock has stopped. He's sprinting his Jaeger Light Infantry towards the capture circle, but they could even be just run over here by the Vet 3 T-34-85. Ooh, that was a big hit. Oh. IG's moving in to try to capture the victory point.
No, come on.
It's going so fast.
For the lols now. That's just for the lols.
Yep. GG.
Yeah.
Oh. My goodness. Well, well. That, that was that.
Yeah. It was fun to watch though.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I know what you mean with Theodosios. He could have finished the game much earlier, but still, I thought there was a lot of good carnage there in the middle.
Yes, it was certainly a bloody match. But, well, let's wrap up this cast. And so that was Theodosios versus Fortune from round 4, I believe. All right.